Hello, stock traders. I hope all of you are having and have had a fantastic weekend. We shall hit the market with a new fresh week. Looking forward to good things in the market and feeling good about where it's going. So far, month to date, I am personally at a 2.01% gain. So kind of small. My average is a 10% gain, but this has been a little bit of a lighter month so far. Of course, we can continue to get hot. And that could really change in a hurry. Hopefully, all of you are having a great month so far. Year to date, personally, I am at a 181.45% gain, having a fantastic year. Hopefully, all of you are having a great year also. And I am not a financial advisor, but I truly believe that if you have solid strategies, that you can have triple-digit gains each and every year. That's the name of this channel. 4 out of the last 5 years, I have had triple-digit gains, at least 100% gains 4 out of the last 5 years. 2018 got me, had a bad year in 2018, but overall has been really, really great. In today's video, I am going to recap all of the stocks that sold as part of the insider swing play, and it's so important to track your trades. Hopefully you are getting in the habit of doing that. If you have not been in the habit of doing that and you have been watching these videos, it is a good thing to do because it is glaring to you when it's down on paper exactly what's working and what isn't working. And I do it by strategy. And if I have a strategy that's not working, I chuck it. And I work on that strategy for a while, and I will stick with the strategy even if it has a bad week or a bad couple of weeks. If it has a good win percentage, it is so important to track your trades. But in this video, I'm going to cover all the insider swing play stocks that I have sold over the last week. That is my favorite strategy. I love that strategy. And also my PDUFA run-up play that has been so successful in the last couple of years. Well, let's get to it. But before we get started, if you could do me a favor, please hit that most amazing and wonderful like button. Also, if you haven't done so before, please subscribe and turn on those bell notifications so you get notified when a new video comes out. In the description down below, I have a link to my Patreon group. If you are curious about my buy and sell alerts and you like this strategy, this insider swing play or the PDUFA run-up play, then that basic membership at least is for you. Now, the other memberships, you get professional traders who are in there and you can see how they trade, and you can learn from a lot of other of my friends that are in that group that are really, really great traders. Or you can just be in that basic group and follow this insider swing play and PDUFA run-up play. It is great if you are looking for the alerts on that. It is pretty cheap, $27 a month. That is really good. With one great trade, you'll easily make that up. In today's video, I have another 7 stocks for you to be successful and to help give you an edge. So we will cover that at the end. You will want to stay till the number one pick. The number one pick, I think, is going to be an amazing stock pick. I just have a good feeling. I'm going to explain why, and it should do really, really well. Okay, so let's cover these insiders and see how they did this last week. First of all, we had WRBY sold for a 5.92% gain. CMCT sold for a 1.93% loss. ISO sold for a 1.02% gain. LTH sold for a 5.6% loss. AGRX sold for a 1.2% gain. PYXS sold for a 2.1% loss. WRBY again sold for a 0.51% gain. And so that was 4 out of 7, 57% win rate. That's actually not very good. Typically, this strategy does 70% plus, and it is at least a 3% average gain per pick. This week had a 0.14% loss per pick, which is not typical. Now, I only had one PDUFA stock that I sold this week. That was ADMP. Was able to sell it. It got FDA approval which was amazing, and sold for a 37.62% gain. Hopefully, all of you really made good money with that. That was number 2 on last week's list, and it was just a really, really great stock. It worked out really well for us. Now, I am not a financial advisor. Of course, you need to do your own due diligence. I do not want to be responsible for your trades. I'm just a successful trader who's been trading for lots of years. Anyway, I have a new top 7 stocks to cover, and here we go. let's get started. Okay, so we start with number 7, which is Bitfarm. Bitfarm has fallen on the list all the way down to number 7. Ticker symbol BITF. My target for this stock is $20 a share. And this has been on this list for a while. We have been holding this, and I'm a holder on it, and I believe that it's going to turn around. All the stats show that it will. Do I know it's going to turn around? Well, the strategy's good, so we'll just see. This is part of my golden strategy, and tons of international investors are putting money, institutional international investors are putting money into Bitfarm, and so they are getting that load up. My average in this is $5.98. Since calling this out, it's down 12.25%. And that is the whole point of the golden strategy, is that those institutional owners going in and loading up. So far, this hasn't worked out, but there's lots of value with this stock. With BTC getting over 60,000, that's Bitcoin getting over 60,000. They are a mining company, and they have the best hash rate versus market cap, much better than Mara or Riot. And so this is the most undervalued, in my opinion, of these type of stocks, and I think this stock is really going to climb, especially as Bitcoin gets above 80,000. Yes, I said 80,000. I expect that to happen by the end of the year. We could see as high as over 100,000 on this. Believe it or not, it is really, really climbing, and it's had a little bit of a tough time here the last couple of days. But you know, really, with cryptocurrencies, you have to go long term on this, and everything is positive on this, and so there's still positive momentum on Bitcoin. It is still moving upwards, in my opinion, and could still really spike. And so looking forward to that. This should be a great pick. If you are getting in now, you are getting in much better than I did. You could definitely make money with this stock, in my opinion. Number 6 is Clearside Biomedical, ticker symbol CLSD. This is a PTUFA run-up. My target for this is $7.70. Since calling this out, it is up 11.26%. Hopefully all of you have made some money on this. My personal average in it is $5.13, looking for a further move. So their PDFA date is coming up on October 30th, so that is something to kind of keep in mind. But this is for diabetic macular edema, which is a common complication of diabetic retinopathy. Anyway, I expect this one to climb up to its PDUFA date. Looking very, very good, and this one has been a great stock. Let's go to number 5. Number 5 is ETON Pharma, ticker symbol ETON, and this is starting to move. This is really, really nice. What's starting to happen on this? Hopefully all of you got in on this when I called it out. This is a PTUFA run-up play. My personal target for this is $6 a share. My average in it is $4.83. Since calling this out, it is up 12.15%. So we have a PTUFA date of November 6th that's coming up, and a migraine drug up for approval that has a dual use, and those are very, very good typically, and have been in the past, also showing effectiveness versus seizures. This drug is very important. We have a MACD golden cross down on the bottom here. We have continued upward momentum and price strength and above our directional SMA line. And so lots of things looking positive here for ETON Pharma. And so this is going to be a great one, I think, as a run up. It should continue to go. All right, number 4 is Safehold, ticker symbol SAFE. This is an insider swing play. My personal target for this is $100 per share. My average in it is $73.50. Since calling this out, is up 2.98%. So nothing really to write home about here yet. So far, called it out right around here. We've definitely had some lots of insider activity moving up here. Multiple days of iStar buying in a row, 14 days in a row, actually. And so that is very significant. And now it's kind of stagnating, kind of consolidating here, where I think it's going to push above this directional SMA line and really get going. And so this is a good one. I think Safe is a great stock to have anyway. They're in the real estate space, dealing with land leases, very revolutionary, and I think a very significant company, and lots of growth possibly in the future here. I like it. They had very good earnings, lots of stuff here. Looking good for a move upwards. All right, let's move to number 3, and this is ANVS Pharma, ticker symbol ANVS, and this has a very significant drug for Alzheimer's in development, also one for Parkinson's, and this is an insider swing play. My personal price target for this is $90, believe it or not. $90. This is where it was. It got as high as 132. It had this ridiculous dip, and we are all the way down to the 20s, which is just absolutely ridiculous. And so liking this for a further move upwards, looking good. But the president and CEO is loading shares, and 2 different officers bought shares in open market. They had plenty of chances to get in here. They didn't. They waited. Now they're getting in when it's down around the 25, 26, 27 range. That's where they were loading, is in that area, and it's got a little bit of a MACD cross, not a lot of momentum here. It's just kind of come up here, and you can see the RSI is dipping a little bit and moving upwards. So this one might take a little while, but I think this is going to be really, really powerful, very significant drug. There's obviously some sort of news. There's no way those officers would buy shares unless they knew something good was going to happen with the company. That's not a pump and dump situation. I have lots of people who say that insiders are into the pump and dump stuff. No, they could go to jail for doing stuff like that. Insiders are supposed to hold their shares for 6 months. So that is not the case here. And this is definitely not a pump and dump, because this is just a fantastic value. Anyway, this should be really, really great. Looking forward to a move upwards with any type of momentum. This one will fly. Looking forward to good times with ANVS Pharma on here. So let's move on. Number 2 is brand new to the list. This is CTI Biopharma, ticker symbol CTIC. This is a PDUFA run-up play. My personal price target for this is $4 a share. My average in it's $2.75. Since calling this out, it is down 2.91%. They have a November 30th PDUFA date. So right around about a month and a week away. Important drug, up for approval, and average analyst target price on this is $7.28. You can see we've had this move downwards. This is a really nice value here, but we are right about to get change momentum. I feel a change coming. And so there's different factors here. This is moving upwards from the lows of 33 on the RSI. Moved upwards, kind of bounced back and forth here, but I'm expecting a monster move upwards on this. So this one should be really, really great. If you haven't gotten in on this one yet, you're well within time. As we get closer to that PDUFA date, people will get excited, and this one will shoot upwards. I'm looking forward to a really fantastic move on this one. All right, finally to number 1, and this is Petros Pharmaceutical, ticker symbol PTPI. This is another insider swing play. My personal average on this is $1.7598. That is my average. I had multiple entries on this trying to get a good deal on it. My price target for this is $3.50. Since calling this out, it is already up 7.40%. If you were a member of our Patreon group, you would have got the notification on that. This one is really, really weird. Juggernaut Partners bought $2.8 million insider buy. That's not really that unusual. A really nice purchase. It definitely was huge. It was right around the $1.80 range, and so a little bit higher. But anyway, I'm driving along on Friday. I'm going to a baseball game with my sons, and I'm driving along, and I get this notification from Newsfilter. And if you don't have Newsfilter, that's a great thing to have. You put in the different stuff on your portfolio, your different portfolio ticker names, and you get notifications really, really fast, faster than the typical market. Anyway, there's a notification that pops up saying that PTPI has some sort of release on it, or some sort of news release coming, and that you won't want to miss it. It was really, really pumping the stock. And then that particular news article got removed. So it was really strange, showed up on there. I swear I saw it. It happened. And then the stock went ballistic, absolutely ballistic, and really, really moved up and got all the way to 220 right after that notification. Now, I was driving, so I couldn't really dig into what it was. But let's go to the 5-minute chart and kind of take a look. This is when that news thing came out, and then it was removed. And so it kind of just died off here. But man, look at that spike. It's really crazy. If I've been searching all weekend, and if you find what I'm talking about, it was really, really strange. But it was quite a jump. And I loved how there was insider activity before they had a news conference where they were talking with somebody with the company. And I believe it was their chief strategic officer who was talking, their CTO. Anyway, this thing really popped and then came back. It's really strange. This could be the beginnings of something really kind of amazing. Anyway, we shall see. You know, if you can get a good price on this, I would say a good deal to get in on this if you're looking to get in on Monday morning would be anything under $2. I think would be a really good deal. Of course, it would be ideal if you could catch a dip down here right around to $1.69 or so, $1.70, and be able to pick it up and before it moves upwards. But it was really pretty killer. It wasn't very long ago. This stock was a $3.50 stock. So this could really, really move with any kind of positive news. The insider activity is good enough reason to get in it on its own, but if there's some sort of news event behind the insider activity, I've had a lot of success with that and made a lot of money doing so. I wish you all the best on the stock market. Please reach out to me in the comments section down below if there's anything that you want to chat about. I wish you all the best, and Raythoven out.